Good morning and welcome to Live FM KZN. This is your brand new show called Entrepreneurs Live with David. I would like to introduce this morning to you guys somebody very special and dear to my heart. I want to introduce my friend, music star, upcoming music star, social media influencer, and absolutely all-round nice guy, Mr. Sikhona. Welcome to the show. How are you doing this morning?
I am good, David. I'm glad you had me on the show. I'm very nervous
Uh,
at the moment, but
don't be
I'll
nervous, my
settle in,
friend. Don't be nervous.
Yeah.
It's going to be absolutely great and fun. Now, Sikhona, tell me a little bit. It's quite interesting when I was going through your social media, I noticed you using an alias. Would you please tell me what is that name that you're using and why you're using it?
Okay, my name is Anohkis. It is a name I use professionally since I am a rapper. I'm also a producer, so I compose beats, mainly hip hop and house music.
Oh, that's quite
What
awesome.
happened is Yeah, so what happened is previously I used to go under the name King K Bone.
That's
There's a
quite
lot of
cool.
history there. I really made a name for myself using that name. But then growing up, I really wasn't feeling it in a way, so I had to just change it to something more mature and easier to pronounce. So King K Bone kinda does sound childish in a way, so I kind of flipped it, took my real name, Sikhona, then I just started it from the other end to the back. So it's like Anohkis. So it's Sikhona backwards in a way.
I love it. I
So
love it.
that's how
Very
that came
creative, my
about.
friend. Absolutely creative.
Yeah.
Now let's dive into the juicy parts.
Thank you.
Where are you coming from?
So my birth place is Pietermaritzburg. I was born and bred there. Then I moved here in Potchefstroom. I moved here in 2011, early 2011, which is where I'd say my music started kicking in. Because
Sweet.
when I was in Pietermaritzburg, I really didn't have the resources. So when I got this side, I was in an environment where anything can happen. I met people. There was a lot of creative spaces which I could actually interact with people with a like mind as me. So that's how this came about.
That is quite cool. So you say you're from Pietermaritzburg. Um, what school did you go to there, if I
Yes.
may ask, my friend?
Oh, I went to George Cato Primary School.
That is quite a cool school. Perfect for a rapper, you know. It's like
Yes, it was.
it's
It was.
absolutely cool,
It's
eh?
very big on rugby.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it was very big on rugby in a way.
Did you play rugby?
No, I was more into basketball,
Ooh,
but wasn't that good in sports. So,
but that doesn't matter, my
as you
friend.
can tell, I'm a very shy person. So, yeah.
Nah, don't stress about it. But one thing that I do know is you're excellent in your music and everything. Now, tell me a little bit. Are you married?
No, I'm not. I'm cohabilitating in a way.
Ah, now we must be careful. The single ladies might be coming after you, my friend.
Oh, no. They should stay away from me. I'm taken.
No, I've seen that. I saw you've got this beautiful
Yeah.
child. Please tell us about your child.
Oh no, it's not mine personally. It's my
Oh,
sister's child, so it's
is that
kind of
your
my like
sister? Oh,
yeah.
but that's cool. I can see you're quite close with
Yes.
the child. So are you like
Yes.
looking after the child?
No, not at the moment. They're actually living together.
Okay.
So that was the only day the child came to see me. It was the first time meeting the child. So yeah,
That is awesome. That is
it
quite
was a very
awesome.
special day. So that's why I just keep it up there.
Oh man, that's awesome because you know it's those special moments in life that changes everything for you. Now, my friend, I want to ask you the deep questions. where did your life start as a young businessman, as an entrepreneur? And share with us a little bit, what are you doing currently? Where are you involved? Because I know you're involved with quite a few things. Please share with us.
So it actually began when I was in grade 7. So as a child growing up, my mother used to encourage me a lot when it comes to music. I loved dancing. I grew up listening to Lil Bow Wow, Neo, Bow Wow, and then this other guy, Chris Brown.
Oh, yes,
So
legend.
watching them, yeah. So I used to love the younger guys when they doing their thing. So I used to try and imitate that. I have my Michael Jackson moves. So when my mother threw parties, she'd actually ask me to, okay, maybe perform. Then I'd perform a cover of a song I liked. Then I'd dance to that. And then in grade 7, we had this question that, what do you want to be when you grow up? So that they wanted us to be able to choose the right subjects to go about. So I was like, I want to be a musician. And then the teacher was like, an actual career. I was like, a musician and an actor. I would actually love to do that. Then she was like, no, 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 something else, something which is actually a career. And then I was like, okay, I want to be a businessman. Because I always knew it would actually lead back into business. Because most of the artists I look up to, especially in hip hop, today they are actually businessmen. If you look at the likes of Puff Diddy, 50 Cent, Jay
Oh,
Z, Rick
massive.
Ross, they are all in the business space at the moment. So I always looked up to them. And I knew that someday I wouldn't be actually behind the mic. I'd actually be handling the music, producing in a sense, and actually managing brands and all this. So I knew it would actually just come upon me in a way.
That is actually very
So
awesome,
that's
my friend.
where,
That is awesome.
yeah.
You know,
So as much as I had the talent, also I was saying, as much as I have the talent to rap and do that, I never really like to be more of just a rapper. I always just try to find other stuff I can do, like maybe how can I go about to get my music exposed? And that's how I actually realized, no, I really need fans and not just friends. I really need fans, people who don't know me. So I joined these Facebook groups, find a way to get on Spotify, iTunes. How can I distribute my music onto TV, get that radio plugging? I'd actually just study the whole industry and know the ins and outs. What do you need to do? You want to get a music video on Channel O? What do you need to do? I then realized, okay, there's Samro, all these organizations which are actually there put in place to assist us as artists. And there's more in the background that goes on. It's just not just an artist with the talent. Beyonce may be a talent, but there's a lot that
true.
goes on in the
Absolutely.
background. She has a team supporting her, and everybody has this role in actually growing her talent and actually exposing it. So yeah, that's how my mindset works.
But it's awesome. You know what? A lot of people think being a musician, you're just going to start singing and everything will just happen. And you actually mentioned something that hit it straight on the head for me. You know, the team, there's always a team behind you. Doesn't matter what you do. If you're involved in baking cake, if you're involved in fixing TVs, if you're selling clothes, if you're running a business, anything that you're doing, there's always a team involved in it. Now, what I want to dig a little bit deeper into is, and this hit me because I think this is something that the young guys need to learn and the people need to know about. You said when you started looking for ways to get yourself out there. Now, I want to ask you if you're willing to share with us a little bit more detail on it. Would you share with us what did you do, like the finer details? How did you find the methods to get yourself on Spotify or get yourself? on your massive Facebook group. We're going to speak about it just now. But what did you do? How did you find those things? Can you give people a little bit of advice on it, please?
I don't mind. So what I actually did is, firstly, iTunes for me um, was my main goal. I always wanted to be on iTunes.
Yes.
Back back then, iTunes wasn't as easy accessible to us, as our internet was very slow and all of that. So I always knew that one day this will actually be a thing, streaming music and all of that. So I actually tried to invest my time and gain some knowledge on that. Firstly, what I actually came across, I think it was in 2011, late 2011. It was Soundcast at the time. They actually offered online distribution
Oh, I
at a
remember.
price
Yes.
though. So you'd actually be like renting for your single or album to be on there. Then I tried that for some time, gained a little recognition. It was good, but I wasn't really that big, so it actually was chowing a lot of money from me and not actually generating a revenue. So I
Okay.
actually stopped using it. Yeah. Then I was approached by Gus Music Magazine to
Oh,
do an
wow.
interview with them. Yeah. So I did that interview with them. And then later on, they actually asked me, hey, would you be interested in doing an anthem, our magazine anthem for us? I was like, okay, that would be fun. So I did that, got in the studio, they paid for the song, and everything just went smoothly. They loved the song and they started pushing me. And then I got that exposure from their side, and I actually discovered that, oh, there's this company, Root Note. It's a European company. It actually offers online distribution at a percentage. So you don't actually pay upfront, but they'll just take a little percentage of your earnings, which is like 15%. And I
That's
was like,
cool.
okay, this is a good deal for me. Yeah. And then I actually went on to that. And I'm happy to say I've never actually just regretted that. So my song currently is Lord Have Mercy, which is on there.
Oh,
It
wow.
took some time to get my song onto that because they actually need an original piece of music. So I didn't really have that at the time. I couldn't make beats, didn't have money to buy beats. So it was really difficult. The only beat I got is the beat I used on that song, Lord Have Mercy. And it actually did really well. I got over 5,000 streams. It was just mind
Wow.
blowing.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And then so after that success, I actually gained a lot more fans through freebies, your SoundCloud, data file host, Audio Mac. I put a lot of music out through that because I couldn't buy beats. So I actually download beats off the internet, which are for free use, but not for commercial use. So I just actually use that to further my name, and it really worked well for me. I was in these groups, New York, LA. It was a lot, and they actually didn't think that South Africa had hip hop artists. In a way, I don't know what they thought. They'd even picture
Oh,
Photoshop my
my.
head onto a camel, a guy riding a camel. They always thought that was funny, saying, "Oh, South Africa, the jungle, and all that." But yeah, I actually made a name because that actually created a buzz in that sense. And yeah.
Oh, man, that's interesting because I know when you look at people overseas, they're always saying, oh, South Africa, the lions is running around and everything. So that's actually, it's interesting that somebody like yourself, an artist like yourself, goes out and fight for South Africa and for the artists in South Africa. So that's amazing, my friend. I tip my hat for you on that. It's mind blowing. Now, tell us a little bit about that song that you were talking about, because the name just drew my attention now. Um, what is it about?
At the time, I was getting into the teenage phase,
Okay.
more like early adulthood, I'd say, but I was in my 18s, 19s then, and a lot was going on at the moment, and a lot I'm not proud of because I was doing a lot of partying and all that. And in most instances, I'd actually fear for my life
Okay.
because you go out to perform. Most of the time, the places we perform are not safe because it was taverns and all
Ooh.
that. So yeah, that's how that song came about. So when I actually say I pray, I actually did feel afraid,
Okay.
fearing for my life. And I really didn't know at the time if I'd actually be here. Will I ever be 24 years old? Maybe reach my 30s? Where was this going? So yeah, that song, I try to express that. The beat is very chilled, dark in a way. It's really nice. And no swear words.
Yeah,
Because I
but
really wanted to grow up.
it's deep. It's something that means something to you, and it's always good. That's quite excellent, my friend. Now,
Yeah.
let's go a little bit further. I've seen that you manage quite a few Facebook groups. Um, it's quite amazing. When I first met you, I was quite shocked when I looked for you on Facebook and I saw, oh my word, this guy has got like thousands of followers. Now, please, I want you to share with the people um, a little bit more about your different Facebook pages, your social media pages. If you don't mind, give us a little bit of details on it.
Oh, okay. So those platforms, I actually used those platforms to further put my name out there. So I always want to have a platform where I'd actually put my music and it would have an audience where I can actually pull in new visitors, not just because I'm Anohkis, but people who aren't aware of the artist and are actually just looking for music. So I actually created these two Facebook pages, which is SA Hip Hop Weekly and Hip Hop Weekly. So the main aim there was to just attract an audience and actually put out other artists whom I actually believe are inspirational, put out their stories, what's happening in the industry, all that. And then that in future, I wanted to benefit me as well. So it's like my personal um, magazine in a way,
Yeah,
where
but
I
it's
actually
good.
just
It's
put
good.
out, yeah.
I've seen your content on your Facebook, and one thing I can say is extremely professional that you're handling it, and it's quite interesting. How many followers do you have on your groups?
Currently, I'm not quite sure on the exact number, but Hip Hop Weekly has about 6,000 plus, and SA Hip Hop Weekly, I think, is about 5,000 plus, if not 4 to 5,000. And then my personal one is about 8,400 plus. So yeah, it's actually going good.
That's extremely good. Um, in the industry of social media, that's a social media influencer. You've built up a name and you can actually influence how things are going. Like I said, some of the things that drawing my attention with you is the way you handle your people, the way you post, and it's quite interesting. Being an entrepreneur, that's a tool that's extremely necessary. Now, when you plan out your post, because I see your post is extremely well constructed, so when you're doing it, can you share a little bit of info? Obviously, you don't have to give us your secrets, but just a little bit of info so people
Okay.
can actually understand being in the music industry and being in social media, how you combine those two to create something powerful. I mean, I've seen some of your posts where 1,000 views, 2,000 views. That's magnificent. So please, if you want to just share a little bit about that.
So how I do this is I always seek to appear as professionally as I can. So that means I don't post just on my pages, but I can't because I'm always wary of how it will actually look. And so I always just try to minimize what I actually post out there. And when I actually sit down and I plan out the next day's post, I'd actually just sit there, try and figure out the right angle and what actually the other person who's just sitting there at home, going through the phone, what they actually think, what will actually spark their engagement with the post. So I always make it as attractive, if you might say, as attractive as possible to the actual viewer.
Okay, okay, that's quite interesting. And part of your construction in your post, what do you look at? Do you look at links that you're sharing, like a link to a specific song or a video, or do you use combination? Do you use images? What do you use?
Most people, I'd say, engage with photos. Hence, it's Facebook. They actually engage with photos more. And videos, which what I like about videos is that you can actually say a lot in a video, and it's like autoplay. When
Yes,
someone
yes,
just scrolls up on the phone and a video comes on, it's on autoplay and it plays. Once it hits, I think the 1 minute mark or 30 seconds, I think it's 30 seconds, it counts as a view.
yes,
So the
yes.
first 30 seconds is actually very important and crucial that you actually grab the viewer's attention.
Now that's interesting. I
Text,
like that.
however, doesn't perform as better. Text is, yeah, it's still difficult. On my page, text don't actually work. So that's why I actually just post pictures and videos. And currently the phone I'm using is not as good quality. So that's why I don't post most of my stuff on there. I only post when I'm using my iPhone. That's the only time. And the
Yeah.
iPhone actually broke, so yeah.
Sorry, man. But you know, it's still very inspiring that even though your main tool that you're using, you're still continuing. And I've kept a close eye over the last couple of weeks on you, and you're still doing exactly what you're doing, and people don't even know it. They don't know the difficulties that you're going through. You know, this is cool because as an entrepreneur, we need to know that nothing always goes as planned. Almost never everything goes as planned. There's always something that changes and something that happens. It's all about that adapting. And you must have these kind of challenges where you're planning to do something and then something happens and you need to change.
Yes, yes, it happens a lot.
Okay.
Facebook, I'd say, changes a lot.
Oh, so much.
For me, yeah, it changes a lot. There's a lot of things that now you can't do. You can't
Yes.
share a post for, say, more than 10 times per person. You can't actually share a link more than 10 times as a person. And they filter out comments now.
Yes.
I've had a difficulty trying to locate comments made on my posts. I'm like, okay, where's the post? But I there is a post count, but I can't see the actual post. Like, okay, I go through the stuff, and then I can find them using my Facebook pages app. So yeah, it's really changing a lot. And Twitter now, people use Twitter a lot, but still the algorithm is kind of difficult to maneuver. But yeah,
It
I
is.
always keep Facebook and Instagram handy.
Oh, Instagram is awesome. Tell me something on your Instagram. How many followers do you have there now?
I don't really keep count, eh? But I know it's over 1,000.
But it's good, even somebody like yourself that's been in the industry, it shows that there's still growth and place to grow because,
Yeah.
it takes time, some of the platforms that I'm using personally, like Instagram, for instance, it takes a lot of work and effort to get yourself noticed, number one, and get interactions from people because there's so much content out there that you're competing not just with yourself, but you're competing with 20,000 or 100,000 other people. And getting all those little things right and in place is so essential. And what I wanted to ask you, in your marketing strategy, are you using things like hashtags? Are you using like tagging people into the post? Or is this something that you've gone past and you're not using that anymore?
On Facebook, I've actually gone past it. I don't really use the hashtags. On Instagram, however, I do use hashtags. They actually spark engagement. They actually put you out there. They are a way for you to actually engage a new audience which you don't know about. If you just put hashtag fashion and you just posted your picture, someone who's interested in fashion just clicks on the hashtag and comes across your post. So that's a good way to actually get yourself out there. And also on Twitter, that's the best and actually what's actually working at the moment, using hashtags that are actually trending. That's my main angle right now.
Okay, that's quite interesting because I know that in some platforms they tend to say that you need to use hashtags that's not as familiar to the people as others, like for instance with LinkedIn, because there you're competing with the top businesses. So you want to create a hashtag that's going to put you higher up on the list when they click on it. Whereas some of the things like motivation, over 17 million tags are being done daily on it. So you're competing with 17 million people there. But like you say, on Instagram, I've seen it personally. You put motivation and you get like all these different things, and and also quite cool. It shows you so many tags in the last hour has been done, so many hashtags have been used. So this is interesting that you're sharing here with us, Sikhona. It's truly, truly amazing. Now, tell me something. What projects are you busy with at the moment?
Currently, I'm actually just working on beats, a lot of beats at the moment, because I wanna actually create a market whereby I just sell my beats to people because they keep inboxing me. I have people from Zimbabwe, Zambia, Ghana, Nigeria,
Oh my.
Europe, you name it. It's
So
like
you're international.
I'm this international brand, and most of them just think I'm well established, and I'm always like, oh, I'm not there yet, guys. But they're always like, no, I
That
can't get even 10 likes. You have 8,000 likes. Okay. So I guess I'm big in a way.
that is excellent, my friend.
So then
That's
I actually
excellent.
just wanted to like, yeah, so I actually wanted to just, okay, I see a gap in the market right now. People really want beats because they keep inboxing me. Can I please have a beat? I like the beat you're using. Who produced it? All that. So I was like, okay, I'll just give myself some time. I'm working on these beats. I bought a laptop, and this whole year I've been busy making beats, which I'll actually put up there next year. I'll put up one, which is Trap Monster this year, just to actually create my beat store.
Oh wow.
So I saw that it actually works well. So yeah, I'm actually
Uh,
just working on that.
okay, that's quite awesome. Anything else that you're involved with that you'd like to share with the listeners?
Oh, since I actually am a rapper, yeah, I'm working on a lot of rap songs as well. but I'm not
Awesome.
too focused on it because I already know I can rap, so I'm not too worried about it. But next year I am going to be releasing a lot. I might release a beat tape, might
Oh,
also release
nice.
an EP. So I'm just working on balancing the two, you know.
That is quite interesting. And obviously, you building your career as a producer also.
Yes,
That is awesome. Are you working with
because I really want
any?
to work with a lot of people.
Okay. Are you working with any artists at the moment?
Currently, I'm in isolation, but I am, however, affiliated or say associated BP Ghana. I work really well with that guy.
Okay.
He
Awesome.
produced a song for me which was titled Vela Sikhona. I am associated with MC Ranger.
Oh,
He's
wow.
now Ranger SA. Yeah, we actually did a song with him a while back and it actually worked well. There is Sizwe, who actually runs Ashwood. That's another guy to look out for. He's actually very good. He goes by the name Big Tank. He's very good at producing. And then there's LG Rule. He
Wow.
actually produced a song I made, which is titled Julius Nmelema, which I actually did in order to spike spike controversy. You know, the name Julius Malema always just yeah. So
Excellent
that's how I
idea.
actually built this Anohkis brand.
That is
Because
quite
people
awesome, my
just were
friend.
like, Julius Malema, a song on Julius Malema. Then they just click, download,
They
download,
will
download.
listen to
And
it.
I got
Yes.
like 5,000 downloads of that song.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's actually
Wow.
just a nice journey to be part of. Yeah,
Okay. That's quite cool. And tell
I'm
me,
actually just loving this.
no, that's awesome. I can hear a passion that you've got for music. And you know what? This is always the most important part when you're doing something. Somebody wise said to me, you know, you need to fall in love with what you're doing. Um, a lot of people study and they want to become a lawyer, but by the time they finish, they actually become artists or they become something else. And this is very inspiring because I can hear a passion in your voice. I can hear what you want to do and what you want to achieve and everything. And obviously, my friend, you must have some advice for our listeners, something that you can share with them on your journey.
I'd actually say never doubt yourself, never give up, always believe in yourself, be strong willed, always be willing to learn, but at the same time, never let it discourage you. Believe in your own efforts. You are good, you're all unique. You can always come up with something new that no one else has ever thought of. Don't think your sound is terrible. Your sound is amazing. You just need to work on it. That's my advice.
Awesome, my friend. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, let's tell the people where they can find you and how they can find you. Can you share with us some of your Facebook page's name again? Also, your other social media, email address, maybe a telephone number. You know, if you want to give people your address. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, please share with us your contact details so people can get all of you.
Okay, so I'm Anohkis, which is Sikhona backwards, Anohkis on Facebook. I'm Anohkis on Instagram, and I'm Anohkis on Twitter. My email is Anohkis the rapper with no spaces. So it's Anohkis the rapper at gmail.com. And I'd actually give out my number, but no, I won't because I've had a terrible experience with that. My
Share with us.
page, people just went on my page, click on my the call button, they get my number, and I had a ton of inboxes. Currently, I have over 800 contacts on my phone, and it's just crazy.
Oh, somebody's
People
stalking
just
you.
inbox me for personal reasons. Yeah, they inbox me for personal reasons. It's just too much. So I don't give that out anymore.
That's the scary part, eh?
Yeah, you know, when you're actually expecting an important call and then someone just calls you and you're like, okay, who's this? Is this Anohkis? I'm like, yes, it is. Ah, Anohkis! It's just too much. No.
Oh, shame, man. That's hectic. But that's a price you have to pay if you want to be famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, my friend, before we go,
So they can just get me on social media.
yes. Okay. So before we go, I know there's something that you're busy with at the moment, and this is special to me because we are working together on a project, and I would love to introduce to the people what else you do. So, um, ladies and gentlemen, our dear friend Sikhona is also a social media influencer. And being part of our company, he has been amazing, absolutely, truly amazing with creating an audience and building an audience and getting interaction between our readers in our magazine and also new potential people for us. So I would like to introduce the different side of Sikhona to you guys, the social media influencer. And before we go, I would love to just discuss for 5 to 10 minutes, if you don't mind, my friend, just a little bit about your social media
Yes.
influencing side that you do, because I do believe there's going to be a lot of people that would be interested in this service. And also, if you can just share with the people just a little bit, if they want to become like a social media influencer or influencer, what is the requirements? What is the mindset that you have to have for this? Because it's a very special kind of person that becomes a social media influencer. Would you share it with us, please?
Yes. Social media influencing. Oh, that I actually love being a social media influencer. It would actually go above my music, but no, not can do. But yeah, I love being a social media influencer. It actually has levels, though. It actually has levels, so that's why I'm actually really building my brand as much as I can, because the first level is nano influencer,
Okay.
10,000 followers. So currently I'm a nano
Yeah,
influencer.
that
then
is
then
massive.
after that, so yeah, from 10,000 to 100,000, then you become a micro influencer.
Oh
Then
my.
from that you actually become from when you reach the 100,000 mark and you go above, that's a macro influencer. Then the next level is actually mega influencer. So yeah, it has levels to it, and it's actually a nice journey to be a part of then also,
Okay.
because
Tell me something
you just
quickly.
always grow. You need to always, yes,
You just said
I'm listening.
the top one. What was it called again? The one that's 100,000 plus?
A mega influencer.
Okay.
Or
And
first it's nano influencer,
okay.
micro influencer, then it's macro influencer, then lastly mega influencer.
Okay. And a mega influencer is somebody with 100,000 plus followers.
Over a million.
Over a
That's
million.
over a
Oh,
million.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Wow. My mouth is flat on the ground. That's massive.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit.
And they actually
What's your
pay
plan?
well.
Oh, yes, I saw that. But tell me, what's your plan? How are you going to get there?
Currently, I'll say I'm just working on the music more. So the music will actually just drive that, because a lot of artists become brand ambassadors
I saw
through their
that.
actual art. So people are, yeah, you always need to have a following and something that actually people love about you. So that for me is my music. So that's how I'll actually get there.
That is quite spectacular. And I would love you to share a little bit about how people can contact, or well, they know how to contact you, but if they want to contact you and they want you to become the brand ambassador, the micro influencer, can they do so? Are they allowed to contact you? Would you be open to those kind of things?
Yes, I'd be very open to that because I actually like this as well. So to contact me, okay, I guess I will give up my number. Oh man. But okay. So my number is 063 085 7049. So that's 063 085 7049. One last time. 063 085 7049. Or
Oh
you
my,
can actually just email me on my personal email, which is Sikhona, Sikhona, Matanjana, Mathanjana @gmail.com. Should I repeat that one?
I think you should repeat it, my friend.
So it's S. I hope someone's writing. They should get pens for this. It's Sikhona. So it's Sikhona Matanjana @gmail.com.
That is
Or you
excellent,
can
my
just
friend.
inbox me on one of my pages. That's fine
That
as well.
that is excellent. And one thing I can say is this young gentleman will answer all the messages because I know I've sent him messages and he replies. He's always available, always willing, and always ready to assist. My friend, I really appreciate your time. I really do appreciate you joining us for this beautiful conversation. And I hope that the people go and follow you. We will make sure that we share the links and stuff so that people can find you. I'll make sure that your email and your telephone number gets posted. And we hope to see you as a mega influencer with 1 million plus followers behind you. And
Yes.
we want you to
Thank you.
have each and every dream come true. You are magnificent in what you do. You are worth following. You're very inspirational. And you are showing to the young people that it doesn't matter how difficult your life was, how difficult situations was for you. And it doesn't matter what you've got. You can start with the smallest of things and build up to become a legacy. My friend, I thank you for your time. And I'm looking forward to interviewing you again as soon as you hit your 1 million mark, which is going to be in a couple of weeks. And we are extremely, extremely honored to have you on the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you again for having me. God bless you.
Same to you, my friend. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Sikhona. We are so excited to listen to his journey, what is going to come up for this young man, the music that he's going to produce, the songs that he's going to write, the rapping that he's going to do, the influencing that he's going to do, and how he's going to change his area, his family, and the life of the people around him. Thank you so much for listening, and we appreciate you coming. Remember to tune in tomorrow for our next interview. Have a great and blessed day.